Alright, picture this. You're on two wheels, filtering through traffic, eyes everywhere, and suddenly, without a signal, a car drifts across your lane. Does that sound familiar? If you ride in the UK in 2025, you've probably asked yourself, are car drivers actually getting worse? Or are we just noticing it more? Today I'm riding out in the countryside, and we're going to unpack what's really going on and what it means for us bikers, especially since most of us drive cars as well. So let's be honest, as riders, we've all had moments where a driver didn't see us, didn't check their mirror, or just didn't think. It's easy to point the finger, but here's the twist. The majority of motorcyclists in the UK, well, were car drivers too. So are car drivers really worse in 2025, or is the system around them failing us? So today, as I'm riding through the countryside, I think of average roads, I think of average drivers, more distractions than ever before, mobile phones, in-car screens, automated alerts, and let's not forget sheer driver fatigue. We're living in a time where driving has never been easier, and perhaps that is exactly what the problem is. Let's talk numbers. According to recent stats from the UK's Department for Transport, there's been a slight uptick in minor collisions involving motorcycles since 2023. But interestingly, serious collisions have plateaued, and why is that? Well, it could be due to better tech in bikes, better PPE, rider training might have improved. But on the flip side, more driver assistance, tech in cars, and maybe making drivers worse at actually driving. When your car nudges you back into a lane, brakes automatically, and reads that road for you, and the driver needs to do less, it's easy for the driver, of course, not to pay attention and zone out. So what we're seeing is this strange mix. Cars getting smarter, but drivers, well, they're getting lazier. That's dangerous for anyone, but especially for those of us who are in fact on two wheels. So here's something I've noticed lately, a kind of, well, let's call it bubble driving. People are locked in their own world, their music is on, their sat-nav is glowing, they are talking to their cars. Seriously, some of them are actually watching Netflix at the lights. I'm not joking, they're actually watching Netflix. So, of course, it's not about driver hate, it's about the culture of convenience. Motorcyclists, on the other hand, have to be 100% switched on. There's no tech bubble to hide in. We feel the wind, we hear the engine, we scan every mirror and we scan every corner. It's that level of attention, it's the survival tool. So when we switch to a car, of course, we completely get it, but not everyone does, and that's where the friction starts. Because most riders drive, we understand both sides. We know what blind spot really means. We know how easily a biker can disappear behind a pillar or a mirror. But drivers who don't ride, well, they don't get it. Not unless they've had a close call. That's why campaigns like, if you think back to Think Bike, I mean, that's still relevant in 2025. But honestly, they need updating. It's not just about seeing bikes, it's about understanding the experience of being vulnerable. Have you ever noticed how when a driver has ridden before, they look twice, they give space, they anticipate? That's the kind of awareness we need. But it's fading as fewer young people take up motorcycling. So, are car drivers getting worse? I'd argue they're not more malicious or aggressive overall, they're just more, well, what can I say, distracted. The road has changed, and so is their behaviour. But as riders, we can't afford to wait for drivers to get better, we have to adapt faster. That means better road positioning, sharper observations, and always assuming the worst, even when it's sunny, and even when it's calm, and the car ahead looks predictable. Assume they'll miss that mirror check, assume they'll brake late, and protect yourself accordingly. But here's the good news. When riders speak up, people do in fact listen. I've had chats with car drivers who admittedly they don't even realise how invisible bikers are at junctions, so speak up. In matter of fact, even share this video. Comment your experiences. Keep the conversation going. If you drive and ride, you are the person who's the bridge. Remind other drivers what it's like to ride. We can't just rely on systems of AI to save us. It's about awareness, it's about empathy, and of course it's also about experience. So, to wrap it up, are car drivers really getting worse? Well, maybe. But more importantly, the roads are changing, and we've got to change with them. If you ride, ride smart. If you drive, drive like someone you love is riding ahead of you. And if you do both, lead by example. Now, if this video struck a chord, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment with your close call stories, I'd love to hear them, and hit that subscribe button or a follow. We've got more ride-alongs coming, real talk, honest experience, and a look at the UK roads from the saddle. Stay sharp out there. This has been Angel Talk. Remember, it's not just about the destination, it's always also about the journey. And I'll also see you in the next one. Take care.